Chapter 7 has been out for a week now, and it introduces us to a completely new villain to the Fortnite storyline. However, at the same time, they are not really new. This is Dark Voyager from Reality Redacted, also known as the Traveler, and they are the main villain of Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 1 Pacific Break. But who actually are they? How are they a villain? And what is their plan for the Fortnite Island? Well, in this video, I'll be explaining everything and diving deep into our first villain of Chapter 7. If you want to see more storyline content like this, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And why not join my Fortnite Discord server? The link is down in the description below. Also, my goal is to hit 25,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you're not subscribed already, then you should subscribe. Either way though, let's jump straight into today's video. Now yes, this is our main villain of Chapter 7 Season 1, and you can see them right in the center of this season's new official key art. Now, who actually is the Dark Voyager? Well, we gotta go all the way back to Chapter 1 Season 3 to answer that question, as the Dark Voyager was in that season's battle pass, and he was a space explorer who came to the island from the vast darkness of deep space. Now, back then, the Dark Voyager had hardly any lore relevance. Then, in Chapter 1 Season X, a new skin named the Eternal Voyager came out. However, although Eternal Voyager is inspired by the Dark Voyager, the two are not actually related in any way. Now, the Dark Voyager from Chapter 1 and the Dark Voyager from Chapter 7 are the same person. And no, they are not some alternate version of each other. No, they are the exact same. But what is this redacted reality that is mentioned in the new Dark Voyagers set? Now, let me explain. After Chapter 1, something happened to the Dark Voyager, where somehow they became a part of the Last Reality. Yes, the Last Reality, Fortnite's largest antagonist faction, which is led by the Nothing and is represented by cubes, chrome, and a ton of other things. The Last Reality's main goal is to destroy everything, making sure that there is nothing left. And well, this Dark Voyager was now a part of the Last Reality, where they started to wield great power, becoming a pawn for the Last Reality and now having power of cubes. Yes, cubes, which are the Last Reality's greatest sources of power. And the Dark Voyager was given the power of the Golden Cube, the most powerful cube of the Last Reality. Dark Voyager was also given the power of the Blue Cube, which is the Cube of Healing, and the Red Cube, but the Dark Voyager's main cube is, of course, the Golden Cube. So the Dark Voyager really was high up within the ranks of the Last Reality. However, he is nowhere near the highest rank. He is still a pawn. But yeah, this redacted reality is the Last Reality. Now, the Last Reality gave the Dark Voyager his own signature ship, looking a lot like a miniature version of the Cube's cradle. But bearing in mind, the Cube's cradle is like a million times bigger than this. And this is when the Dark Voyager was also given the alias of the Traveler. During the 0-hour live event, we were back on the Chapter 6 island of Oninoshima, and we were fighting the Dark Presence. That's until Jones spawned in a red cube, and that's how the Dark Presence was defeated. Then, exposing the 0-point shard, we were taken to the Chapter 7 island known as the Golden Coast. But not far behind was the Dark Voyager in his ship, who was following us during the 0 hour. And as we were taken to the Golden Coast, the Dark Voyager sent this message to the last reality, saying, training run complete, total elapsed time in base reality, 8 years, 9 weeks, 3 days, which is how long it's been since Fortnite has released. Learning phase complete, decommissioning, error check protocol, the dark present. Beginning phase 2. So all this time, the last reality were observing everything. And now it's time for phase 2 of their research, which will be conducted by the Dark Voyager. When the Dark Voyager arrived onto the Golden Coast in his ship, the first thing he did was blow up the battle bus. Yes, you heard that right. He just blew up the battle bus. And then after that, according to Hope, he just did nothing. He just loomed around in his spaceship. This, of course, confused practically everyone on the island. Because yeah, this guy is a threat, but he really wasn't acting like one. The Dark Voyager reminds Jones of an enemy that he faced a long time ago on a different island. And also suggests that the Dark Voyager is a herald of something very dangerous. Of course, the Dark Voyager heralds the Golden Cube, so deep down they know that the Dark Voyager is a part of the last reality. Now, once you unlock the Dark Voyager skin in the Battle Pass, you do also unlock his quests, where he does order you to do a lot of things, like search signs of the Seven and interrogate others about the 0 Point Shard. The Dark Voyager is interested in the 0 Point Shard at InnoLoop Labs, and also reveals that the Seven, more specifically the Order, is of particular interest to him. And the reason why he is pretty quiet is because he is taking in all of this information and planning out some future power moves. In the storyline quests, you do make contact with the Dark Voyager, and you can lie to him, saying that you do truly want to help him. If you wish to prove your mettle to me, there are tasks to be done. Follow my orders, and perhaps I will judge you worthy of assisting my great aims. And we don't accomplish his orders as he expected, so he kind of crashes out on us. Greetings, my sad little plaything. Do you think I would trust some stranger over minions whose loyalty I forged over eons? Whatever your true loyalties, here is my final directive to you. Be gone to the void, and bother me no more. And then he attacked us with some of his little minions or whatever. By the way, when he says void, he means the darkest pits of space, not actually the void from chapter 6. As of lately, the battle bus was fixed. Yes, the good old battle bus is now flying over the chapter 7 island. However, the Dark Voyager and his ship have gone completely missing. They are nowhere near the Golden Coast anymore. Yeah, genuinely, they've gone, but where to? Well, there's a bit of a theory. In a loading screen, you can see the Dark Voyager working in his ship alongside with the upcoming OG Season 7 version of Lynx. Yeah, Lynx, who will soon be getting like an antagonist reskin in the upcoming OG Season 7 update for, of course, the OG mode. So it's most likely that the Dark Voyager will come to the OG reality in his ship and pick up this new dark version of Lynx, who will then be brought back to the Golden Coast, and she will assist the Dark Voyager with his aims. Again, we get a glimpse of this in a loading screen, and Lynx seems to be playing around with like a fragment of the 0 Point Shard. Pretty cool, but yeah, it's honestly crazy to see the BR Island and OG interlink again. And we've even got the new OG version of Visitor coming to the Chapter 7 island soon as well, so that is just insane. But yeah, honestly, the Dark Voyager as a last reality villain in Fortnite Chapter 7 is just amazing. And again, he will be making his true power moves towards the 0 Point Shard, the 7, and the island later on in the season. But yeah, guys, that's the Dark Voyager explained. If you want to see more videos like this, then please hit that subscribe button and like this video. And why not join my Fortnite Discord server? The link is down in the description below.